This is Mohrta, a non-linear boomer shooter adventure game set in a bizarre and corrupted world, inhabited by demons, bugs, bug people, anthropomorphic wolf girls, and whatever this thing is. Mohrta is fantastic. It's weird, it's janky, but it's also very charming and a lot of fun. You play as Hayward Generation 7, an autistic, non-verbal reanimated corpse encased in metal, and you belong to an organization called the Hayward, a military group dedicated to keeping watch over the Great Strange, which is a vast expanse in which supernatural phenomena occurs and otherworldly beings converge and twist reality. Your mission is simple: to hunt down a former member of your organization known as Avlan, who is believed to be responsible for the recent expansion of the Strange. Armed with a revolver and a big red sword called the Bastard, you set off into the wilds in search of your prey. Your journey starts off in the mining village of Kozanoda, which has been completely overrun by a big bunch of bullies, who killed everyone by burning and eating them alive. Not very nice of them. This is the game's tutorial level, and it teaches you all the important things like how to move forward by pressing W, and how to reload your weapons by pressing R. I know, it seems unnecessary, but a game journalist might play this. It needs to be simple for them. Mohrta handles really well. The gameplay is satisfying and fast-paced, the iframes from dodging feel great, and you get to fly around like a crack fiend by dash jumping infinitely on repeat. The tutorial's a bit of a slog, but once you become a stepfather and kill the angry explosive pig at the end, you go through some kind of interdimensional portal and find yourself at the metronexus. The metronexus is a bustling interdimensional subway night market, and it serves as the hub world. It's got everything. Sexy ladies dancing with their boobies out, anthropomorphic horses, weird alien bug people merchants, and a Japanese sand garden orrery that serves as an intersection between different dimensions. The caretaker of the orrery, who just refuses to wear a bra, let them sag queen, tells you that Avlan, the guy you're supposed to be chasing, has been through here very recently, but lock the door behind him. In order to follow him, you need to collect the runes from each of the 5 worlds so you can unlock the door to the Dark Tower and confront him. 5 evil-ass dimensions full of horrible evil creatures. It's non-linear, so you can do them in any order you want, but you should start with the Garden World because it's by far the easiest and you'll get some solid weapons from it. Whatever you do, don't do the Ice World first. That place is evil as hell. You have been warned. The metronexus is home to a bunch of interesting NPCs. There is Hitch the Blacksmith, a weird little red thing encased in a suit of armor. She can upgrade your weapons using strange ore, which you can find throughout the game, and you can annoy the shit out of her by spam ringing her bell. There's Rinri, who can upgrade your healing doll. She's a bit creepy looking, but is clearly good with her hands. There's a big ass lion who's just sucking on that pipe, smoking that green sticky. And there's also an alcoholic bug princess who can permanently destroy your weapons in exchange for chunks of strange ore. She seems to think that you're her servant, which is a bit degrading, but honestly, I'm kinda into that. Once you're done staring at the gyrating hips and jiggling tatas of the dancers, you're ready to set off. Like I said before, you can do the levels in any order you want, but just do the garden one first, okay? Trust me. Mohrta is beautiful. It's one of the most visually stunning games I've ever played. Sure, it's a bit janky, but it has such an incredible aesthetic. It's weird and alien, the world is corrupted and full of horror, but at the same time it's lovely and cozy in a haunting sort of way. The music is fantastic, it fits the vibe perfectly, and the game just has so much charm. There are 5 worlds with 3 zones each. They're all completely unique and have their own distinct identities. And they're mostly pretty simple. They're a ton of fun to explore and they don't overstay their welcome. Sometimes they're packed with action, there are twisted nightmare abominations sprinting and screaming at you. There's something lurking around every corner, and if you play like a pussy, you're gonna die. And other times it's just peaceful ambience with beautiful environments, music, and atmosphere. Each level comes with its own set of unique enemies, and there's a huge variety of them. There's naked furry demons with big boobs, small boobs, giant enemy crabs, eldritch abominations, more naked furry demons, and so much more. A few of them are just bullet sponges like these dickheads, but most of them are really interesting and you get a huge assortment of weapons to fight them with. They're not your generic boomer shooter weapons either, okay? This gun lays eggs. This one freezes time. This one is just a shotgun, but almost all of them are very unique and have their own special abilities. You start off with just 2, but as you progress through the game and defeat the different bosses, they really start to pile up. And there are a ton of bosses. 1 for each zone, sometimes even 2. I think there's about 20 in total, and they're all weird as hell. Some of them are really cool, some of them are fucking annoying, and some of them made me kinda horny. The very first boss, for example, is an anthropomorphic wolf girl named Julie. She's wearing basically nothing and has huge tits. You'll find that that's a reoccurring theme throughout this game. None of the bosses are really that hard, and I think the game strikes a really solid balance in difficulty where it's a little bit challenging, but not enough to make you smash your mouse on your disc in frustration. Each world comes with its own questline. In the garden world, you help a cute golem called Ruuk? I have no idea how to say that. You help him find the corpse of a great hero so that he can eat it and become stronger. He's a cutie pie. I would kill for and die for him. Each questline is associated with an NPC, but some of them are just strange. Remember that alcoholic worm princess from the metronexus that thinks you're her servant? There's a level where you accompany her on a date through a festival in the desert, which is really jarring because the entire game is nothing but violent slaughter until this point. And then suddenly you're in this bizarre and seemingly peaceful festival playing carnival games and having a good time. Of course, it turns out that the carnival is just the beginning of a gigantic bloodbath where everyone fights to the death and the last one standing becomes king. They do it every year, and it's considered good, harmless fun. You fight your way through the festival, slaughtering hundreds, until you reach the Dread King. He has ruled for 1,000 years, having never been defeated. It's a tough fight, but once you kick his ass, he turns out to be a chill dude, and he asks you to flirt with his daughter, the princess. She's totally into you and good to go. And this is when I realized, this isn't just some pretty boomer shooter exploring themes of corruption, compassion, and hope. It's actually a dating sim, and it's all about getting whole. There's a few different endings, and they range from being incredibly satisfying to being the absolute worst case scenario possible. But they're all interesting, and if you want to see probably the weirdest one, make sure you pick the yellow spear when you're given the option. Mohrta is a game that's greater than the sum of its parts. All of these things, the unique art style, the authenticity of the world and the characters, and surprisingly deep story, all blend together to create such a charming experience full of soul, on top of a really fun action-packed shooter. The game's not perfect, it has some issues, but it's such a good experience, and it's one of those games that really stays with you. I thoroughly recommend playing it, even if boomer shooters aren't really your thing.